Hi, it's Alan. Unfortunately, we're living through history again. We're fighting a war we don't need to fight. That's going to make the United States weaker, not stronger.
$890 million per day. Think about that. That's how much Trump is costing us in a war with Iran.
Y'all say we are at war. Who the fuck is we? The only thing we are at war with is these high-ass bills, these bullshit jobs.
These people are already asking for another $50 billion. Our military budget is already $1 trillion a year. Where is this money going? Right down the toilet, that's where. Did you vote for this? Do you want this?
Hi, it's Alan. Unfortunately, we're living through history again. We're fighting a war we don't need to fight. That's going to make the United States weaker, not stronger. The same thing happened in Iraq. We took out Iraq, and that made Iran more powerful in the region. And today, we're utilizing all of our resources, all of our Patriot missiles, to shoot down $20,000 Iranian drones. This war is going to make America weaker, and it's going to cause the price for everything that you need to rise. The price of gasoline is already $4 a gallon where I live. There's a shortage of fertilizer because 25% of the global fertilizer supply flows through the Strait of Hormuz. 20% of global oil passed through the Strait of Hormuz. Greg Steube had a chance to stop it. And just remember, he chose Donald Trump over people. He chose Donald Trump over the people in his district. As a result, we're going to pay more for everything in our lives, and the United States is going to be strategically weaker globally. We need to vote this guy out. He has no clue what he is doing. He is loyal to one person, and we need people who are loyal to their country above all else in that job.
$890 million per day. Think about that. That's how much Trump is costing us in a war with Iran. $890 million per day. What do you think our country could do with that money in just 30 days? Social Security secured for every generation for life. Universal health care for everyone. A livable wage for teachers and nurses so they wouldn't have to pay out of their own pocket for supplies while billionaire fat cats profit. The only war that we should be in today is a war on greed, a war on poverty. Because once that war starts and we take back from the billionaires and the corrupt politicians everything they took from all of us, only then will we truly be America first. But y'all MAGA people want to keep on making justifications for this immoral, corrupt pedal POTUS because you're too prideful. You're too consumed with hubris. You can't simply say you were wrong. And I will repeat, as I always have, even though y'all hate me, denouncing Donald Trump and this administration does not magically turn you into a mythical lib. You can remain Republican and conservative, and we can still disagree about shit. And we will. But the MAGA movement is and always was a foreign-funded psyop to get you to not only want to harm me, but harm yourselves. Remember when that flag stood for freedom? All you gotta do is reach out and admit it.
We are not at war, motherfucker. Who the fuck is we? Every time some shit pop off, y'all say we are at war. Who the fuck is we? The only thing we are at war with is these high-ass bills, these bullshit jobs, Uncle Sam taxing our ass every time we get paid like a motherfucker, and our own mental health as we try to process this shit. Talking about some we. Who the fuck is we? Nah, fuck that. You leaders who have issues with each other, how about y'all step in the ring and settle it and leave us the fuck out of it? Talking about some we. Who the fuck is bitch?
We are not winning this war in Iran. We went in guns blazing without a plan, and Iranian leadership was ready for us. And they are currently destroying American military bases across the Middle East at such an incredible scale that I don't think we understand the magnitude of the loss. The American military bases in Bahrain and Kuwait and Qatar and Saudi Arabia are among the largest military facilities in the world. These bases have cost us trillions of dollars over multiple decades to build. It has been a huge amount of our military spending over 30 years, and it's just going up in smoke. We've lost radars that cost hundreds of millions of dollars, including one Iran took out that was $1 billion at the most fortified U.S. base in the Middle East with a single missile. A radar that was the backbone of all of our missile defense systems in the Gulf. It's really bad. I'm not sure our military has ever suffered this kind of destruction, but we've also never had such unprepared, unserious, piss-poor leadership before either. The new statistic is this war is costing us $1 billion a day. That's about $42 million an hour, $11,000 a second. And while this administration is telling us we are kicking ass and they're putting out their high-end America fuck yeah propaganda, in the background, they are summoning defense firms to the White House for emergency meetings and asking for more money for the Department of War. After getting an extra $120 billion a year from the big beautiful bill, these people are already asking for another $50 billion. Our military budget is already $1 trillion a year. Where is this money going? Right down the toilet. That's where. Did you vote for this? Do you want this? Or do you maybe want a living wage and healthcare and to be able to afford a home in a safe and secure nation? We're not winning. The US and Israel have powerful bombs that can blow up buildings. But as we know now, most of Iran's military infrastructure and weapons are deep underground where we can't get at them. And it appears that Russia and China are sitting on the sidelines just feeding top-tier satellite intelligence directly to the Iranian government and just tracking our every move. We've started something we have no chance of finishing. We don't have an unlimited supply or an infinite arsenal. We don't even seem to have a goal. The question is, how long do we do this? We're a week in. How much of our resources are we going to spend? And do we plan to add our children's lives to the mix? When asked if we could expect violence on our own shores from this, Trump was like, well, maybe. It's war. That happens. Come on. This war was unnecessary and ill-planned and will not make our country or the world more safe and prosperous. We are not winning. All we are doing is bankrupting ourselves while we create even more enemies and ruin our position in the world. You want to talk about waste, fraud, and abuse? Well, here it is.
Just today, one of our members received a message offering a $30,000 bonus to come back in. So we need to get the message out to all those who are not yet deployed. Now is the time to resist. If you joined up for values of honor, courage, and commitment, if you joined up to defend your communities, now is the time to defend your communities by refusing this illegal and immoral war.
I don't know why we're doing it.
If President Trump says he has a plan, he has a plan.
The U.S. strike on Iran wasn't necessary.
I don't think we understand why we're there. No one has answered any questions.
I don't have all the information, so it's hard for me to make a determination whether it's in the interest of the United States or not.
I do look into it, and I just get really sad about all the losses of life.
Well, I totally appreciate our president because he's taking out the #1 state-sponsored group in the world.
I'm anticipating the prices of everything going up and my income staying the same.
It has affected oil production, and the gas prices have certainly gone up. I went from paying $3.36 a gallon to over $4 now in a matter of a week or two.
I'm from Texas, so it's oil country. And so we put up with this bump in the price because I think it's going to drop back down.
It's a crock of doo-doo. We have no business over there. Stay here. We have nothing to do with that.
What are you worried about?
Getting blown up. Getting blown up, that's it. I hope I live.
I just feel like any war is unnecessary. I don't really care about the gas prices. It's just the loss of life. I feel that our country, our soldiers should not be in war, especially during these times with any country, because it affects us here at home, and people overseas are dying for nothing.
Are you scared your children might be deployed?
Yes, absolutely. I am. I'm terrified of it. So, it's like me telling my kids, you can't tell them come home because their body can come home. We always say come home alive.
Do you think the administration, Donald Trump, were thinking about the impact it would have on American businesses when they went into this?
I think it's hard to say. Whether I disagree or agree with what they did, I think it was something that, he had to do what he had to do, in my opinion.
Yes, most definitely having an impact on gas prices. I think news yesterday stated it went up 23 cents since last week. So we're feeling the effect of all the little people, not the big people, the little people. We're the one who matters. We're the one who feel it. It hurts us. The big people, it doesn't bother them.
And how do you feel generally about this war?
It's a crock of doo-doo. We have no business over there. Stay here. We have nothing to do with that. But yet we're trying to be policemen of the world and meddling in other countries' business, which should not be the case.